Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to come on here and just share some encouragement. The Lord's been really challenging me to share some faith building testimonies, some testimonies that would take you outside of what you might even consider a possibility. He's so far outside of the box, and sometimes we just need to be pushed into that direction so we know what He is capable of doing. I know we've seen, we've heard, we've experienced. I'm just going to share one specific amazing testimony that just happened this last Sunday at our church. We had a microphone go bad, and I needed to get up and get batteries. I get up in the middle of the church and walk towards the back. I lock eyes with a woman that I somewhat recognize, but I can't figure out where from. She's looking at me. I put my hand on her shoulder, and I just said, "I'm so glad you're here." And then I turned and walked off, got my batteries, and came back. And when I came back, she was staring at me the whole time. And then I had to get up again for something else, and she was staring at me the whole time. So I go on about everything. We're busy. We prayer time, ministry, everything. At the end of the meeting, I went over to her, and Lord told me to go over and introduce myself again because I was trying to figure out where I knew her from. Come to find out, she's a friend's mother, and she had a question for me. She said, "I have a question for you." I was like, "Okay." She said, "When you walked past me in the service, you asked me, 'How's my hip?'" I said, "No, I didn't." She says, "No, you walked past and you said, 'How's my hip? How's your hip?'" And I said, "No." I said, I'm glad you're here." And she says, "No, you said, 'How's your hip?'" And I said, "Okay, so I'll ask the question. How is your hip?" And she says, "Well, after you asked me and touched me on the shoulder, when you walked away, my hip pain left and I've been healed." Jesus, it's amazing. Amazing. All right, so I got to contemplate this whole thought about this stuff, and I was just, seriously, the way the Lord works, He's amazing. He's so beautiful. So how many times have we been in the middle of a conversation and we have had our words twisted, and we say something, they hear something else, and all of a sudden there's an argument or a confrontation or different stuff. And I've specifically said the words myself. My words got twisted up. And it always turned into something bad. Why would I not believe that the Lord can fix my words to bring about good? And I'll just tell you from the beginning, He told me that if you'll open your mouth, I'll fill it. And so there's something really awesome about this interaction. I come to somebody in love, I speak something, and instead of my words getting twisted in the wrong direction, they get fixed and delivered, and healing happens. Hallelujah. I just happen to think this concept of Peter walking through the alleys and the streets and his shadow healing people, and that if I'm just so single-minded, my eye be singular, that be filled with light, that my shadow would be cast behind me because the light's before me, and I'm not even paying attention. I'm not straining or struggling. Peter wasn't flexing his shadow to get somebody healed. He's literally walking in the light as he's in the light, and the signs and wonders follow those that believe. So I went up to this woman, "Glad you're here," put hands on her shoulder, we smile. I walk away, and what follows me is the healing power, the signs and wonder, miracles of Jesus Christ. That's what I'm talking. It's how many times we have. Jesus, stretch our faith right now. I'm going to pray. Lord, stretch our faith right now that we don't even have a clue of the amount of amazing testimonies from the seeds we've sown, that miracles, signs, and wonders that are following us. They weren't necessarily meant for us to know. We don't have to know about them. Faith looks like the unknown, that we're just going to walk this out with a belief and understanding and a revelation that He is that good and that amazing. I share these things to challenge your faith. I share these things to encourage your faith. I share these things to set an expectation that every time you speak or touch somebody, heaven will come forth, because that's what we are as Christians, Christ-like ones. Release that glory everywhere you go. Bless you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving in Jesus' mighty name. Hallelujah.